Welcome back on Cellulare-Magazine.it with Emilio Vignapiano. As you see, we have the commercial version of the X10 Xperia of Sony Ericsson. Two different colors also for the boxes. As you can see, there is the white one and the black one in the back. The only difference between it's the back cover here has a gummy that covers all the back of the phone, that gives a much better feeling, so you can hold the phone much easier. Let's go on the phone. Very generous in dimension. We're talking of 190 by 63 by 30 millimeter. That means quite normal for a phone that has a 4-inch screen, amazing resolution of 480 by 854 pixel. 3 just mechanical buttons on the bottom. There is the back, main menus, and option. Of course, if I press more, there is the QWERTY keyboard coming out. The speaker, there is a LED for the charging and the battery status. Then we have proximity sensor and light sensor to help with the bright of the screen. On the top we have the micro SD slot to sync and to charge, then 3.5mm jack, and the button to turn on and off. Unfortunately, this button cannot be used to lock and unlock the screen. In fact, can just be unlocked when you are having a phone call and you want to lock the screen. If you press the turning on and off button, it will also cut the phone call, so it's not very useful in that. On board Android 1.6, it's not the 2.0 because they have to develop their own user interface. In fact, what we see here is the timescape that gives all the information about my contacts, my phone calls, my Facebook, Twitter. As you can see here on the bottom, you have all this feature. Now it's syncing again. As you can see, it's downloading. We have all the music that we had, the photos that we made, the message, the phone call, so all your life. Amazing how it's really working very fast. In fact, the processor is a 1 GHz Snapdragon. Memory on board is 380 MB of RAM, so it's pretty good for this phone. This all the Twitter, as you can see, it's very fast, working pretty good. They've done a really good optimization. The only problem is that when you go on one, as you see, we have the infinitive button. When you go in one to open, you have to click on it, then open the web browser. So it's just like a bookmark, a much more evolved one. And when you are here seeing all, you cannot see all the messaging of Twitter that are very short. So to see each, you have to click on it, so it's one click more. Let's go in the menu. As you can see, you have 3 different screens. You have some personalized widgets of Sony Ericsson, gesture search perfectly working on it. This is the menu. Some of the icons are personalized, some not. There is also the voice pilot to use the GPS navigator turn to turn. Application, some application you cannot install because it's 1.6 operating system of Android, so you have to wait that Google develop them for also this phone. Let's go on the phone. As you already saw, user interface, it's all new. We never saw another phone except the Sony Ericsson one. You have the phone, the last phone calls, the contacts. The contacts, as you can see, are really working pretty good. With this button, you can settle your status, and so you can add your status directly from this part. You have the number that you prefer. This phone is sold in Italy at €499. That is almost in line with all the other phones. On the back of the phone, two buttons, sorry, on the right side before, balance of the button for the camera. The camera, it's one of the best camera we ever find on any phone. As you see, there is the CyberShot user interface, and also supports the vertical user interface pretty good, we have to say, in particular when we are making videos. That works amazing. 8.1 megapixel, so really the best one since now. We are talking of 3264 per 2448 pixel, autofocus, LED flash. You have also the touch focus, so you can really personalize it also with the touch. There is also geolocalization and smile detection, so one of the most complete software camera for Android phones. We hope that Sony Ericsson will put also in the X10 Mini and X10 Mini Pro, because it's working really good. The videos are as amazing double VGA resolution, 30 frames per second, so that is really a plus for this phone, and this, to tell you the truth, is one of the best features. The audio is not so high, good quality, but really is when you are in very noisy place, like I use the phone also driving a Vespa, doesn't work pretty good. I have to use a headphone in particular in that way. We also tried the phone in different condition of light. The screen work pretty good. The colors are not so bright, but in the they are very readable when the sun is coming directly at lunchtime at 12. Left side, nothing. The materials are great, we have to say. It's full of plastic, but it's a very high good quality plastic, and every part is very cute. The assembly is excellent. You don't have any space that is not used. And also in the hand, it's very balanced. The 135 grams in your hand, thanks to this shape, this little wave that is here. Thanks to this little wave, you can easily hold it, and you can easily don't feel the 135 grams. This phone is coming in Italy in the first week of April, so we'll suppose that also in the rest of Europe is coming on that date. And we can say that Sony Ericsson really did a good job. Unfortunately, it's still 1.6 Android operating system, but when will arrive also the 2.0 will be much better. The only thing that will be not good is the touchscreen. Unfortunately, this hardware doesn't support multi-touch, but of course we think that in Sony Ericsson they will invent something so you can use the phone very easily. For Cellulare-Magazine.it, Emilio Vignapiano with the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10.